Imagine them just walking like, puta man, he put us on, bro, pendejo. What the fuck is gonna happen? They're gonna see that shit. It's like, yeah, that price goes up, man. More publicity, more money.
This guy is talking like he has a huge experience in kidnapping, bro.
They got his mom for
I watched
free.
Narcos.
They got back his mom for free.
I pretty much get it.
Bro, they didn't pay anything to get his mom back.
They didn't?
They didn't pay anything. So
that's kind of sexist, but okay.
Nah, the cops went and actually, see, it was just a rescue mission. So the dad was also part of that, and 2 of the kidnappers died.
So free. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Someone kidnappers waliulio.
Kidnappers waliulio.
That's insane.
You see, it didn't need to escalate. He could have just dropped like 1 week's wages. They're chilling.
Bro, you know how much you pay Luis Diaz? 40,000 pounds a week.
What's wrong with you guys? You guys caused this. That's the problem, bro. If you guys were paying him enough, he's out of this quick things.
Yeah.
What Maskini?
You have him on Saka wages. That's crazy.
That's mad, bro.
It's like 26, 27.
How old is he?
26, 27. It's Liverpool.
26, 27 on Saka wages.
How he handle
bro, that guy, you know what he does? Yeah. Saka on 40k never did one skill move. This guy is pulling out all the stops, beating like 4 or 5 guys.
He's even
and you guys are still paying him 40k.
His family is kidnapped on 40k.
Yeah,
bro, this guy is a
man.
real
I love
man.
Diaz is
like
he's a passionate
to
guy,
go
man.
to
He
war.
loves the team.
You know,
plays for the team.
So
plays for the badge.
This is a man.
That's Diaz's excuse. What's Nunes' excuse?
I know this is different, bro. Nunes that's what issue. Nunes has a goal every 60 minutes.
Akona how many misses per 60 minutes?
Akonazo pia kibao.
Yeah,
but the good thing is, as in, I think every Liverpool fan has that feeling inside.
I have a feeling he has more missed chances than goals.
Nunes will give us that one season that's similar to that Benfica 30 plus goal season. He'll give it to us very soon, and it's just as in home is just a nuisance.
All right, you can put the hopium down now and let's
he misses chances.
Let's be serious, bro. That was in the 6-yard box.
Nah, bro, he misses chances. That's not a problem, bro. I'm not really going to come out here and start calling out Nketiah for missing the ball.
Yeah, but he didn't cost 700 him.
You see
70 million.
You let them go, right?
Oh yeah, by the way, last week we came to the conclusion that Nketiah is just a black Nunes.
That's cool, bro.
There's not too much difference.
It wasn't exactly those words.
It was kind of those words.
I asked the question, what's the difference?
Nketiah has a goal. 1 goal every 160 minutes.
Where are you getting these stats from, bro? Like, who's keeping this time, bro?
I don't know, man. They're just chucking me, bro.
That is true.
Statman carrier, bro.
So that is true. So if he has a goal every 60 minutes. So this season I'm gonna 4 goals in the league.
Nunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has 10 big chance missed.
Yeah.
So that is gonna 2 misses every 60 minutes.
Ina shida but unaona sasa uzuri. Uzuri. Nunes uzuri anabeba watu. Kuna tuka kina Jackson huko. Jackson has like 15.
That one was
oh my, let's talk
I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, how is bro, they called him Nicolas Jacazette. You know, there was another one. Nicolas Jack Shuai, bro. So I was just thinking, just think about it. I don't know, Jackson, but Benjani Morwari, something like that. We could find so many nice mashups.
Yeah, I call him Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Yeah, Miss
Jackson is good.
Miss Jackson is quite.
To be fair, yeah. But whoa, I couldn't believe it, man. And the thing is, like this guy had the audacity to do a suit.
He did a suit, like a half one.
Yeah, like
he even stretch his hand all the way.
Imagine doing a suit now in this modern day and era, right? And it's quiet.
So pissed off.
It's quiet.
Modric was like, Sterling amekupatia hii ball. Same. Mimi niko hapa na wewe.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing is that goal when Ali ran around the keeper, you know I think he stumbled.
Yeah. He was losing his footing.
Stumbled.
He kind of just
bumbled into it. And then keeper akakachini.
Wallah. You don't blame the keeper though, there. Because he didn't know what he was doing because Nicolas Jackson didn't know what he was doing. So, like, usually you can tell what. Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised at that.
I'm surprised
Yeah. He looked really good then.
It kind of reminds me of Yaya Sanogo, man.
Bro,
facts,
in how he moves in the box and how a bit
clumsy
is
but now that you've said it,
Yaya Sanogo, bro.
He's Yaya Sanogo, but like with pace. Yaya Sanogo is a target man. This is not really a target man.
With pace and a better touch, just a kidogo better touch.
But it's still just as bad in front of goal, bro. Like that was the most unceremonious hat trick I have ever seen. And I've seen ones where someone it hits him and it goes in.
On a back, does the Prem actually have any good strikers right now? Like bangers, like guys who Kane.
I don't think so.
Like Kane, like Haaland. Let's say it's just Haaland.
No,
it's just Haaland.
No, I think
like someone that Harry Kane, Rooney,
Henry,
like Suarez
I think
caliber.
Isak before injury was.
Nah, Isak has.
We're talking about levels, bro. We're not talking about Isak, man.
Yeah,
see that
Isak is brilliant. Don't get me wrong.
Patriotism down the nationality, bro.
He's not even Somali. He's Eritrean, bro. Immigration. Colonial borders.
No, he went to greener pastures.
He's Eritrean, bro.
Yeah,
like a genocide who goes.
On our back, we actually don't have any strikers. All the big teams don't have good strikers.
No, facts.
Like clinical.
I think
like someone you watch, you know what you're gonna get, and it's good.
I think it's the whole world. I think it's in the Premier League.
How about Evan Ferguson?
La Liga, how many good strikers are there?
The potential is there.
Maybe Lewandowski.
Nah, La Liga ni Lewandowski.
That's it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's him because now Atletico has Morata.
Serie A.
Madrid don't have a striker. They have Jose.
Serie A is just Osimhen.
Serie A ni Osimhen peke yake.
Osimhen.
No, I'm saying Osimhen,
Martinez,
Napoli.
maybe.
Lautaro.
I would say this season he's almost.
Lautaro just looks more to me like a Di Natale or
so in the whole world we have maybe four.
Or Totti, like.
So the whole world we have like maybe 4 5.
Kane, Haaland, Lewandowski.
3. Fucking hell.
Osimhen.
Yeah, that's why guys.
4 strikers.
Strikers are at a premium right now.
Strikers are a problem, bro.
I think it's because of Pep. I think I blame Pep.
How do you blame Pep?
He fucking won the league back to back without a striker.
Okay.
So he caused the vacuum.
Well, he showed people you don't need one.
Saddam, it was Pep and Klopp because Klopp went and won
the
league.
Facts,
Klopp went and won the league.
One league though. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's Pep. It's Pep and Klopp, but Pep did it even more times over across different seasons, different teams.
Klopp did it with a false 9, a guy who was scoring 2 goals in the league while winning the league. And then now he's top scorer in the Champions League at that point, winning the. So it was just a weird dynamic for a striker.
Like he won back to back with Jesus in the bench. That's insane.
Jesus was a winger for Pep most times.
Yeah, even when he came on, he played on the wing.
But even in Brazil, he was a winger.
No, he started as a winger, but
then
I don't understand.
But then he was with Pep and failed as a striker. Like if I'm with Pep,
play number 9.
like if I spend that much time with Pep and have that much technical ability, I don't know, man. Like you should be like, how are you not improving? You got it. Like in front of goal. Like how are you not improving your ball striking?
Yeah.
How are you not? Because you have everything else.
Fitness.
But then you finish like Nicholas Jackson as well. So.
Damn. No,
it's just mad because it was such a boring game. No, I love Jesus. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it is what it is. He's just not a very good striker of the ball. He has that Sevilla finish in the Champions League, which, by the way, tomorrow is going to be a tough game in my opinion. But then he also has all of Nicholas Jackson's misses from yesterday as well. Like he has that in his look. Yeah, and obviously he does this one a bit more.
But I think with him I also think with him it's a matter of branding. If you just come out as a number 10 or like a inside forward, you don't have this pressure to score.
Now, to be fair, actually,
because everything else in terms of his gameplay is fantastic. Like that through ball against Sevilla. Holy shit!
Not just the through ball, even the action before it, just that little turn, Cruyff turn.
Everything before he gets into the box,
is fantastic. Just makes you wanna say Jesus.
His skill level is dope. As in, that's someone I rate as a danger guy. Like it's someone.
But you see that's the combination of Luis Suarez, for example. Luis Suarez had everything outside the box and even more than enough inside the box. That's what gets you to now that level.
Yeah.
So Jesus is always gonna be this right there guy. And at least he helps. Thanks, guys.
But again, coming to Monga, and we have 4 strikers in the world who we think are good. And then I think it's all about. I think whatever we have, I think managers are trying to figure out how to maneuver around relying on a number 9.
No, I get that, but I also just feel like it's not necessarily a manager problem. It's also like the evolution of football problem. Because, bro, how many times we can name so many players that were from the previous generation that were very, very good strikers. Very, very good strikers. Guys hitting 20 footballers. They were hitting 20 Premier League goals. Like you're looking at Jermaine Defoe. If he was in this particular generation, he'd be a top 3, top 4 striker. Robbie Keane, top 3, top 4 striker. They had so much ability. Berbatov, for example, right now. He'd be, you know.
You are typical false 9.
No.
Number 9.
Typical number 9, you mean?
Target, man, even.
He was, even though he was lanky, he'd be. I can't believe, for example, someone said, when we signed Havertz, one of these Twitter tacticals said, Kai Havertz is the next Berbatov if he's being played up top. I was like, what? Berbatov? Bro, I've seen Berbatov do a move you only see now, like on PS. Like I do that, you know that, and then he goes that way. Yeah. Berbatov did that and gave an assist. Here, people do it now, modern day football. People try shit, right? But then, whoa, it didn't work. But yo, it was like like Ronaldinho did that shit. Idea, man, Jaribu. I saw. And the coaches are part of the problem, because right now it's like, yes, lad, you know that kind of shit. We applaud ingenuity, right? But we don't demand it. Yeah. It's like if it comes, wow, thank you so much. But like back then,
I think they were just generally better footballers back then in terms of just technicality and
individual.
If you're a winger, you have to know how to beat your man. Nowadays, you don't even have to beat your man as a winger. It's just
as an individual,
you just beat people at home.
No.
Goddamn. Now, but as an individual,
I'm glad the banter is hammered home so much. He's ready to take it out of himself. But anyway,
as an individual, for individual players, the talent level has dropped. For the actual team, that's gone up because because of how the patterns of play, all those tactics, the new things that are inputted inside. But the development of the players themselves, just as on an individual aspect, that's slowed down, particularly going forward. All attacking players.
Saka is a top right winger, right? In world football right now.
But he dribbles like a left back.
But he has you build him in FIFA. He has 2-star skill ratings. Like no skills, bro. Yeah. And
but
he is built like a left
for
back.
sure doesn't really have skills.
He dribbles like a left back.
But Hananga skills.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Even Martinelli. Martinelli as well, man.
It's all about productivity, because we're all obsessed with statistics, you know, like productivity. I'm like, yes, he's brilliant. I'm not taking anything away. But, you know, like in this day and age, Man City Sterling is the best left winger in the world because of how many goals and assists he used to get. You got no skills, bare missed chances, a bit of bottle.
In a way, Hazard was the last of a dying breed. Where it was like the stats don't really matter. He can actually win you a league without having the goals and the assists and all that type of stuff. It was mainly individual skill. And as I say, your brilliance yake. So right now, wingers, you're expected to bag. You're not just expected to go entertain.
But Doku,
can I just say, like, I think it's the Europeanization of footballers around the world, right? It's all about system.
Keep your eyes on Doku, though.
No, Doku for sure, but you got some on the table, bro. So, like, it's this
Brazilian
European
guys.
like not just Brazil. Like,
I'm saying the Brazilian guys,
South American players, African players, guys just who love to express themselves on the pitch. When they go into a European club, it's all about system, numbers, goal output, you know, stuff like that. And it kills it a little bit, because how many Brazilian wonder kids have we seen, or South American wonder kids, coming through the ranks and they're doing things you're like, oh bro, if he brings this to top level football,
Anthony,
fantastic.
Forget Anthony is a good example.
Even more recently, he's right. But Anthony, I think, is just a physicality.
Anthony
but
Ajax
like
was
this new kid going to Brazil. Remember that?
There's Enrique. There's
the one who's going to Real Madrid.
There's Roque Jr. There's Enrique. Roque Jr. is going to Barca.
The one who's going to
Luis
Madrid.
Enrique
He's the
is
striker.
going to Henrique.
No, not him.
Not Enrique.
Not Enrique.
Endrick.
They
have
Endrick is the one. Like he did.
Endrick.
I just want to shout him out. He did that. He did a move I'd never
and then
seen.
the knee.
The knee touch to take it away for someone.
Shot,
like you see, like a normal player, a normal player in that situation, right? Probably tries to get the shot away, and then you hear the commentators say, "It was just caught under his feet," you know.
Yeah.
Like that's it. But he went and just improvised, like he's doing some sort of circus move, and he gets the shot away, and you're like, bring that. But then you see the players coming through the ranks who have that ability. They make it to Europe, and they struggle.
I think Pep has killed everything.
I don't think it's a Pep.
Let me listen. With Pep, he's like the most successful manager in this generation.
Yeah.
Right? For the last 10 to 20 years. He's the one. He doesn't skillful players like Man City. You rarely see them thrive. It's all about his way of playing. Get your ball with this feet, pass with this feet, be here, do this. That kills. So now guys like Ten Hag, guys like Arteta, guys who come up under his rank want to do the same thing. Like okay, but like it's instructive football. This is how we play. This is how we move. That goal Alifunga Haaland, the Haaland's header. That was a move that I'm sure Pep alikaa simafanya hivi, do this, end up a cross up, utakuwa hapa. They did that once, didn't work out. They did exact move again, it worked.
No, but that's patterns of play. I think, to be fair, Pep Guardiola has always said, my job is always to get you to the box. What you do from there is your responsibility. So in as much as, yes, he's that detailed, I don't think all managers are going to be that detailed.
But they want to. That's the thing. The most successful managers, in my opinion, the guys who actually like win the Champions League and that type of stuff, the Ancelottis and the Zidans. If you listen to like the players talk about how they get coached, it's more of like you do whatever you have to do.
Exactly. Once you get to that point, once you
guys are in the final third,
because
it's your
talent. In my opinion, I disagree with that point that Pep doesn't use skillful players. What he does is he creates situations for where your skill is going to be most useful for the team. So if it's a winger, traditionally he would tell them to hug the touchlines. Even Thierry Henry was saying when he moved to Barca, one of the things he was finding hard to adjust to was the fact that he has to stay away from the play until the ball comes into the final third, and then when it's him, he has a one-on-one situation. And even just the other week, during an interview, he was talking about how wingers have to know how to beat their man. They have to have that bit of creativity to dribble their man, and you can see it in all his teams. If you're not a skillful player, from having Kina Sane to Sterling to Doku now to even buying Jack Grealish, Mahrez, some of the most skillful,
his way of playing has
attacking players
who can beat a man. The rest of us,
David Silva. It's like, you know. Even in Barcelona, sorry, that's my bad. Even in Barca,
no, he was an AM, but he could skillful. Tightly packed defenses out of the box. He beats two people and finishes.
Bayern Munich,
bro, how many goals has he scored like that?
1v1.
David Silva, bro,
1v1.
1v3. I've seen 1v3.
David Silva is the same as Bernardo Silva when you're talking about them beating guys.
Bernardo is different.
Now they do beat guys 1-on-1, as in they're able to get that one drop of
that little bit of maverick. And I think Pep just he creates a system to make you thrive as an attacker.
Absolutely.
Now it makes you thrive as an attacker, but it doesn't really show you.
But it's
talent.
It's not mechanical like you guys are saying. It doesn't limit
skill level.
I don't think so, man.
Now
I
you
think
can't really show your talent.
What
you can actually you'll get the numbers, you'll get the stats, you'll get the trophies.
How
but
many
you yourself
times,
showcasing the talent.
How many times did Mahrez take the ball down with 1 foot, beat his man?
But that was Mahrez right there.
I think you need to give Pep some credit because he has to give these guys some freedom.
There's a difference between Pep and Van Gaal.
Van
Gaal would not allow you to
dribble. It's in terms of like the Mahrez who played for City is not the same Mahrez who was at Leicester.
He's even better. He's even better.
The Leicester one was the player of the season.
More expressive.
The Leicester one was
more expressive.
As in that trophy was player of the season. He was the best player in England for that year.
I don't know, man.
Bro,
you don't know what? He wasn't the best player?
He won.
No. As in, I don't know your point.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's a big difference between Leicester Mahrez and Man
was
City
more entertaining?
Mahrez.
Man City or no? You have to choose one.
I can't just.
Which one is more?
No,
I think even the Mahrez.
Because people forget. People will say Mahrez had, the kind of freedom to also give crazy passes and stuff like that, but he had the same thing going at Man City. Trivela crosses, like taking players down 3-2, square,
even
like
numbers.
Faking a shot.
No, even numbers.
Goal-wise number. He stayed at City for a while.
I think in terms of
we saw him more at City. Zoom to that fact. We've seen him more at City than we saw him at Leicester. We saw him at Leicester for 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
The thing is, with what we saw at Leicester, he was the team. It was him and Kante. So it was more
and
like
Vardy.
And Vardy. So
and Drinkwater. You can't say it was just him.
Drinkwater. Nah, bro. I can't start calling Kina Drinkwater and Morgan.
That's why he went
Morgan,
to Chelsea.
Whatever.
Marco Brighton though really helped.
Marco Brighton.
They helped.
They had good connection. Marco Brighton was bombing.
The Asian guy. The original Asian guy.
Okazaki. Ujoa.
The original Asian guy.
How is he the
original
Asian guy?
He can't be the original Asian guy when you have
His song,
bro.
Chill, man.
My bad.
Yeah,
but it's just in terms of expressing. As in, it's
Shinji Kagawa.
It's rare. It's rare to get players who actually express.
Look at the way Doku's playing, bro, expressively.
Doku is playing, but he's so raw. As in,
Nah, bro. I think that's expression. Of course, he's young. I'm not saying he's not young, but that's expression. There was a great pass. He beat a guy in the middle of the pitch, right? Then a fantastic ball splitting the defense wide open. I know it's Bournemouth. I get it. But still, fantastic pass. And they're away. Like, he's beating guys anywhere he needs to beat them. And I think that comes from self-expression. Because if we're saying that he only does that in a game situation, but at the same time, he's beating a guy with that one skill move down the middle of the halfway line, goes past another one, and then gives the ball out to the right wing.
We saw Vinny Jr. You know,
even Vinny Jr. is so expressive.
Vinny is expressive.
And Rodrigo as well.
It's just that
Luis Diaz, I think, is expressive.
Luis Diaz, man.
Yeah.
The expressive, Diaz is expressive.
Football is not dead, guys.
No, it's not.
Nah, but you see,
Anthony.
like Vinny is what you want.
On and off the pitch, expressing himself.
Pause.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the VAR.
I was enjoying that conversation, though. To be fair, like, do I really want to move on to the VAR situation? I'm so tired of speaking on it, debating on it.
No, but I think Arteta should have. I think it was overreacting, and I think he should be fined.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Many people think that. You think the same as Gary Neville, and that should say a lot. But I'm just tired, man. I'm not really bothered by the L because, to be fair, I don't think we did anything to deserve
a win.
Sure. And neither did Newcastle.
They played well.
So did we. We matched them for their energy. We matched them for our defensive solidity. We matched them for the fight and the heart that they showed. We did exactly. We almost matched them as well because, like, we had a higher expected goals.
It was just 1-0.
We had shot.
It was a close.
It was a very closely contested game, and I think both teams showed massive effort. Like, we really fought, even without. Like, they had injuries, we had injuries. So
I just like the fight. I like the
from both of them. Everyone wanted to win the game, and
that's a good game.
It doesn't have to be goals. I remember thinking that to myself. Like, it doesn't have to be goals. Like, it's constant 4-game duels,
in
guys.
In the first half, when just because of the fighting bit,
there
was a ball Saliba went for with Joe Linton. I think it was maybe first 10 minutes.
Yeah, bro, collision. Everybody got up.
Everyone got up. There was no complaining to the ref.
Yeah, let's get on with it, bro.
This is a game.
This is a game. You just know. Like, from the first challenge, sometimes you just know.
Even Havertz was tackling like Martinez.
That would be my argument as to why.
I liked it though. But even the Havertz part. Just hold that thought. Don't lose that. Even the Havertz thing. Aggression. But I think it was after he got barged. He was on the end of something that the referee didn't pick up. So he went and left something in. And then at some point, Guimaraes, doing the same thing. It was a nasty game. What do you say on Twitter? Nasty walk.
Yeah, nasty walk.
It was a game of nasty walk. Wallahi. And I liked it. But I think ultimately, both teams deserved maximum point. And it was decided by referees.
With referee decisions, I think.
Oh wait, he had a point to make though.
What are you talking about?
No, that was just I was saying
something
about
the
aggression and all that. That's my argument as to why this whole moving towards technology and all this shit when it comes to refereeing in football, that needs to go. Right now, that needs to go because that was the fun of watching the big games before. It was like the tackles, the whatever. I was just watching this Rooney clip the other day. The drop ball.
Okay.
I was like, bro, that happens today.
That was a scrap, bro.
Skinhead
Rooney. No, but okay, we can't promote bad tackles because get in there. No, come on. We have to be realistic.
No. That's the thing. I don't think. By the way, you have to look at this game. Like, I think it's very useful to look at this game through the prism of the Chelsea Spurs game, because this game didn't have bad tackles. It had bad behavior. It was naughty. Yeah. Like, a lot of that shit was naughty.
The pushing, the elbow.
That should have been a red card.
Kai Havertz. It was those challenges.
It was so bad. It could have been so bad.
It could have been so bad.
Now, Havertz one. No one's talked about it enough. As much as everyone's talking about the second half goal, foul, offside, whatever it was. The Havertz one was a red card.
No, wait. I don't think it was.
That's the thing. I don't even think it was.
I saw an angle. His initial foot actually scrapped the guy's shin. Kiasi tu. and then the other one came in. Like it was such a bad tackle. If he was like an inch on the left,
that's the thing. You see, we can sit here and do ifs and buts all day long.
No, but
the real situation is, he's actually lucky because he was out of control. Not because he didn't go in with his studs. You get, like, he was out of control. So at that point, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. But he's lucky enough that guy got out of the way and his studs weren't actually showing.
His studs
and
were showing.
Caught him with a trailing leg.
The trailing leg didn't gusa, but the studs were showing initially.
But he didn't touch him with it. That's why I think he was lucky because he was out of control, right? But for example, for the Doku one, not Doku. What the hell? What's this
Romero.
guy? Udogi. Udogi.
Yeah.
The first one, for example, right?
Definitely red.
Like that should be a red. But you see, there's 3 markers that need to be ticked off, right? Out of control, both feet off the ground, and studs showing. Like, contact doesn't need to be made.
Not both feet.
Bro, if it wasn't for...
both feet
again, and this is the argument. If it wasn't for Sterling moving out of the way, getting himself out of the way, Sterling will have had to get his legs broken. So that
completely out of control.
Imagine
like that's what it would have taken.
No, he doesn't have to. You don't have to.
I think
break your leg.
No.
It's called
I'm not saying contact.
Play,
I didn't say contact.
It's called dangerous play, though.
But it didn't touch him, and that's why that, in my opinion, the Udogi one, correct call, yellow.
Yeah.
It's a caution. If there was contact, like the Romero one, that's conclusive, right? There's no doubt.
It can't just be if there was it can't just be if there was contact, because if we just say there was contact, that means we have to get a serious injury.
But we're not just saying that's my point. We're not just saying there wasn't contact. We're saying it was a number of things, but it wasn't studs showing, and that's the main thing. So, like, in my opinion, I thought it was a great game in that sense. But then ultimately, like I said, it was decided by something crazy like that.
Major shout out. It also wasn't decided by that. So Arsenal fans are also trying to paper over the fact that Raya, as that goal was entering, he flapped at the cross as he's flapped at so many crosses of late. He missed the whole ball.
In the last 4 games.
That was a stink. As in order for it to get to Joe Linton in the first place.
I don't think you can only attribute that to Raya. I think, for example, the ball goes out, the players slow down, right? Ben White, then now the ref waves play on. Ben White doesn't close the cross quickly enough, you know? So I think it was a number of things, and ultimately that's what decided the game. There were no other chances after that. There were a few chances before that. But obviously from an Arsenal point of view, I'm thinking, well, that's what happens if you don't create chances. You're leaving yourself open to such a situation. I think the Martinelli one where you beat someone. Like, they're not doing enough right now, Martinelli and Saka.
Do you think Saka should be dropped? I feel like he should somehow...
Saka.
I think Saka should be dropped for like a game. I don't know.
Who would you put?
You
put Trossard on the right. That's not a practical solution. Remember, we're mechanical.
You put Martinelli on the right.
Still not as effective. You know, he likes running on the inside.
So it has to be a left-footed player. So Saka is undroppable.
That's the thing. Now, whether we like it or not, but he's not just undroppable for that reason. He's also undroppable because after having a mid-game against Chelsea, he comes up with an assist. Like, he's a lot more clutch than some of the...
Not lately. Maybe he needs a break.
No,
I don't think he needs a break. I think he just needs a bit of support.
I've had this thought process with Saka, yeah? Mm-hmm. You know, Saka coming up in the academy, he wasn't one of the rated youngsters.
No, he was never.
All the way, like, he just blew up when he was 17 or 18, when Emre came. There was a reason. As in, you see the limitations that he has to his game. Mm-hmm. There's something about Saka's just...
I think he's tired. I think for someone his age, he's not, number of games he's been playing for the last 2 years, I think fatigue is catching him. We've seen so many good players.
It's more a systemic. It's a more systemic issue right now. Fact is, we're not creating anywhere near as many chances.
And he's also one-dimensional.
No, he's not.
He has.
How do you watch Anthony week in, week out and have the balls to come here and tell me something about one-dimensional?
Anthony does not have a dimension, so you just leave
How do you even have the audacity?
I said
someone who can bang with his right, someone who can score with his left, someone who can assist, someone who can give key passes. I don't like. What do you want him to do? Do you want him to do like? Do you want him to do a goal or an assist each freaking game he plays? No. At some point, he's gonna have one of these games, bro. Like we're here talking about games. We're here talking about someone like, for example, Luis Diaz, who, by the way, just to make the point very clear, we think is a very, very good footballer. We have the consensus
very,
here,
very
right?
good. No,
very, very good footballer.
Good.
Nah, very good.
Very, very good footballer. Massively talented.
Excellent.
But his end product doesn't match Saka's. That doesn't mean he's shit because he didn't get an assist or a goal in almost all the games that he's played. That's not how football works. Like Saka at some point is gonna have a quiet game. Mo Salah at some point is gonna have a quiet game. Should Salah be benched?
Salah
against Luton.
Salah really has
should we bench him?
No, but then at the same
he's one
time,
of the highest. He's the highest performer in the league.
but
right?
at the same time, But at the same time, you don't feel
Salah's
like Saka has been played in games that he shouldn't be playing in terms of picking and choosing.
All right,
in terms of
let me address that.
Stamina
I know where you're gonna go. I know where you're gonna go.
Because there's that thing that Arteta keeps playing him.
Yeah, you know where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
He'd already addressed
You also know where
this.
Saka goes.
He'd already gone over this last week. Last week, Saka. He said.
Saka said that
in an interview. He said, honestly, I want to keep playing every single game.
Of course,
I want to play every 3-4 days because those are the levels. That's how Messi played. That's how Ronaldo played. He wants it, so he says, I don't feel tired.
24.
22.
23 and a half.
22.
He's 22.
Yeah.
So you see, the reason I've asked that is because you've said that's the level. That's what Messi do. That's what these guys do. Messi by the time he was 22 has probably played half the game Saka has played now.
But there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we know that. And he'd also started having a Ballon d'Or winning campaign. What's your point?
Nah, it's part of that. It's part of the miles you have on your legs at that young age. There's no way you're telling me a guy he's played the most minutes in the league since COVID.
Something like that.
Yeah. The guy's 20. You've just said he's 22.
Uh-huh.
You don't get that many miles in your legs by the time you're 22. You shouldn't.
Lionel Messi, by the way, exploded onto the scene at 19.
When did
he was playing Champions League and La Liga week in, week out with Copa del Rey by the time he was
Messi
20.
Yeah, but much less games than Saka has
they
played.
got to the
Saka
Champions League
starts
final
for
in
England.
2006 against Arsenal.
And Argentina didn't start for Messi didn't start for Argentina.
No, but he starts for England more often than not. He's playing a match every week. Saka.
Messi in the 2006 World Cup was on the bench.
Sawa.
Messi in the 2006 campaign for Barcelona at the age of 19-20 was on the bench majority of the time.
That's what I said. He exploded from the time he was 20 now going onwards. He exploded 19, right? By the time he was done with that first season, he started playing regularly, and he'd done that over many years. And if he wasn't for his national team, he was also definitely playing for the Argentina under-23 team.
Azum, remember England has an extra tournament.
So?
That's an extra,
So?
That's an extra maybe 10-12 games.
No, it's not.
And nowadays they're playing Nation League.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Nations League.
Nations League.
Talking about Euros.
No, England, there is Carabao, there is FA.
There's no winter break.
And
there's no winter break also in England.
Yeah, the football he's played is so much. As much as you don't want to consider it's too much football.
I don't think so, bro.
Particularly for that position. If he was a defender, if he was a centre back, you play all the games.
And the physicality. Look at the physicality. How many times does Saka get kicked in a game?
That's fine. Those are the levels. How many times did Messi get kicked? How many times did Ronaldo get kicked? Look, what we're saying is those are the levels he needs to aspire to. I'm not saying achieve or compare.
Do you think
Mourinho's those words, are the levels? Those are the levels.
Mourinho's words when Mourinho was coaching Hazard. Mourinho's words: you guys, if you don't take care of this guy, as the referees, as the league, in 3-4 years there'll be no more Eden Hazard. That was Mourinho while he was coaching Hazard.
He left Chelsea and that was the end.
And that was the end of Hazard after a couple of years. Same thing when you're talking about him getting fouled. Saddam has asked you about him getting fouled. You're like, those are the levels. This wingers.
I'm not saying those are the levels of fouls.
This wingers were getting the ankles kicked. This wingers were getting.
And it was far worse back then.
Those niggling injuries. Those small like the Saka this previous game. The whole game. Just hit.
It was everybody though. That game was everybody was getting kicked.
You're comparing La Liga. La Liga when Messi was playing, how many World Cups goes more now? Defenders are just walking. Like as much as they're aggressive, yes, but it's not as physical as the Premier League. If Ronaldo played his Madrid career in Man United, for example, do you think he'd get those numbers?
No, definitely
Hell no.
not, bro.
Premier League is so demanding physically.
I don't
Even
think so.
Casemiro said that.
I don't think
Casemiro.
so.
If
Casemiro said
No,
that.
everybody says. You don't need to tell me. Even when we sign a player, I always wonder if he's gonna match the intensity.
That's what we're trying to tell you. That
no,
Saka is going through a lot, and he needs to.
I like that for him because it's helping him mold into something even better than he is now. That's what's necessary.
You don't get better by getting kicked.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, he's getting worse.
I think he learns to handle. I think he learns to handle the physicality better. You spend a season learning how to handle that physicality, building your body, growing stronger, right? Then you go again next year. You have another sprout in your progression. There were seasons.
Nketiah went to the gym, came in and added an extra goal in his career.
3.
Maybe 2, 3 goals.
A hat trick.
So yes, so he became as in the previous seasons.
Yes.
I'm talking about the season in the gym.
No.
Zoom.
I'm talking about now.
Zoom.
He went gym. He scored a banger because he was doing his leg curls.
Okay,
You get.
Zoom.
Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. He unlocked a new ability. That was power.
Hata uinue chuma aje, hata ufanye leg curls ngapi, hata ufanye nini, you're not going to build your bones. Your ankle, you're not going to mess with your ankles. Hazitaunga. Kwa hivyo ukikuja ugongo ya pale ankle na danban, ukuja upatikane pale na kina Robertson, upatikane bado itafeel.
I'm not saying no. I didn't say they're training him like Muay Thai.
That's the problem. I'm not really talking about like serious injuries that ni injury ama kitu kama hiyo. It's that constant getting. And the first time I started noticing this was every game, Salah doesn't get that because Salah really enters into contact with those guys.
He doesn't like shield.
He's not shielding guys hivyo.
He just runs in behind.
When I look at Saka's socks after the game, hapo kwa ankle, it's red. That's blood. I'm like, bro, this is only going to.
No, I'm gonna trust what Arteta is saying on this. You know, he's like, I don't know any player that doesn't play through pain. And I have a brother who's a professional footballer, right? Like, his schedule is far less demanding. When I ask him, are you good? He's like, yeah, I'm alright. Just some niggles, you know. But then so are the rest of his teammates. Arteta said it just the presser before Newcastle. He said, I don't know, show me one player who plays a football game with no niggles, no issues whatsoever. People play through those. He was like, if you want to play football with no injury, stay at home, stay in bed. He said that live. And that's how it is, man. That's their occupation. They get paid for that. I'm not saying give him more games. I'm just saying this will help him get better in the future. But let's not call him out for one game. That's crazy. You said we're not reactive or biased or something. just a few weeks ago in each part of the episode, you're being reactive. And at the end of the day, someone's going to struggle. We missed key players. They missed key players. And for me, I'm not really bothered. 3 points behind City. That's our first L. Some people, you know, almost half of their Premier League games this season they've lost. And you know, you want to jump on this bandwagon of criticizing Arsenal. You don't remember that thing Michael Richards said? When it's Arsenal, everybody wants to lump in with an opinion. Like I spent a whole Sunday, by the way.
We're talking about Arsenal.
No. When it comes to their injuries, whatever, right? Arteta speaking to the press.
Zoom, it's because of Arsenal fans. It's not.
No, I don't think so.
Of anyone else. It's because of Arsenal fans.
I was at a tournament, by the way, which I won with Aston Villa and beat Saddam in the final.
Bro, you played a bunch of scrubs.
Yes,
Saddam, Akil, Georgie.
Yeah, Kevin Okeo. Let me name them. Murunga. They are. You know, bro, these men were like, wait, what's advanced dribbling? I'm like, and then someone was like, yo, I'm pressing X, but I can't find where's play match. Then they go play match. So then they go play match, and they press play match. When they actually wanted to go team management, I'm like, if you wanted team management, choose the one that says team management.
And they were playing with directions, yeah?
Oh my god. Yeah, one of them, bro.
I knew it.
Was it Saddam?
No. Saddam was actually...
Saddam's looking highly guilty over here, bro.
Saddam was actually decent, but he celebrated, you know, like he celebrated goals.
Wait.
I have to celebrate, bro.
No, he celebrated like I couldn't believe it, you know, like Weghorst's goal, you know.
Let me add context. That tournament, I've been there 4 times. Yeah. I've been in the final 4 times.
I say you're the best amongst us.
So now I am the most consistent.
He's OGS of FIFA.
You're the best scrum.
I have won one.
You're the best scrum.
He's OGS of FIFA, you guy.
Wait, Nas Joy Chapo 12-1 like Kiari.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, a tournament.
Then you're calling other people's scrubs.
That was a professional tournament. How many gamers? Saijoji labda kwa Rwanda.
Unajua 12.
Again,
iko na jina lingine.
Nilipiga sai anatembea na padi yake.
Facts though, wallahi. He's doing a tour, guys. He's doing a tour, you know. 1 to 2 is South Sea. Then at some point kuna pesa ya kushinda.
Kuna pesa ingine pale hisi.
Kuna tuona fulani wase.
12 is the only number that has a social name, bro. A dozen, bro. Come on,
no, but what I didn't get, right? Like, how do you sit through it? Like that's like you can quit, right?
I just can't exit. By the time it was like 6, is still a dope of a comeback because I was like, yo,
that's a Liverpool in you, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
Istanbul.
All I need is one.
Istanbul has fucked up Liverpool.
Imefika 9. What are you thinking?
Hapo acha game ishe.
Acha game ishe. At least we ran through the game. At least we finished.
I started keeping the ball. Every time we got it, just scored.
Anytime you got it, you just scored.
Started making subs, bringing on the kids.
He said,
let the kids get a run out.
He said, as long keeping the ball is one way of defense.
Yeah,
it's one way to defend, bro. Anyway, 3 points.
Anyway, and you guys have,
that's not on our table this time.
You have the same number of big chances created as Nottingham Forest.
Bro, you guys are not clicking.
We're not clicking. We're not clicking.
You've only created.
But I think it's largely due to Partey, Odegaard, Jesus. They're missing. Zinchenko.
But Zinchenko
is not really playing well.
Is there an argument
they're not playing well. That's what I'm saying. Even Odegaard isn't playing well.
Is there an argument for
Arteta?
Arteta being too clever for himself?
No,
on the aspect of last year, you guys finished second. You guys had an amazing start to the season,
and they were creating more chances last season. They were more fluid last season.
Everything he says.
Just catch on this.
Right.
It's
ride the wave.
You didn't have that much of a team to change, like the front three remained.
There was no need to even touch the midfield except
Shaka's
Rice.
left.
Yeah, we didn't need to sell Shaka. We didn't need to sell Shaka.
Even if
for example.
Let's say you've sold Shaka the way you sold him, you've replaced him with Rice. So play the same midfield you played last year instead of this whole. The Havertz experiment has failed from the start. As in,
you see, that's another thing. I was literally even on another podcast. Yes. By the way, shout out the Kickoff KE podcast. They're really interested in having you guys on as well. So they're going to speak to you guys individually at some point. But
shout out.
I was saying the same thing. It's like, why are we immediately always, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? You got like people transform. Like Jurgen Klopp, right? His press transformed over the last 3 years. He went for his normal front three, that press, right? They bring all the physicality. Then he went into another hybrid one because you guys were trying to accommodate Thiago. And then now he's gone to something more akin to the first one, right? And that's because people transform. Like, what do you call this guy? Pep, you know? How many times did he transform the way they attack? Now with different profiles.
This transforming is this trying to put something new, just a small wrinkle in it. But if you see with Pep, it's something that's won. So you've won a trophy, you've won the league, you've won this. Then you're like, this might be found out. Let's go for the next season.
That's fresh.
Yeah, Klopp didn't change anything until he actually won stuff. Like when you're saying when Thiago came for the first 4-5 years of Klopp's reign, it was the same gegenpress. From the front, it's just all intensity, all that type of stuff. Arsenal hasn't won anything.
No, I don't think you need to win something, because another way of looking at it, you didn't win something. Why didn't you win something?
You didn't win it.
Let's fix up.
Yeah,
it's more of okay. I think Kerry is saying not necessarily you haven't won anything, but 1 year is not enough for you to change.
No, I get that. But there is a reason why that phrase, what do they call it? Insanity is failing and trying again the exact same way. Right?
No, I don't think
exactly the same way.
Let me correct.
I don't think that's the right way to go about it. I think he's trying to transform. But that's just. I mean, as we're trying to transform, as we're going back into this metaphorical cocoon in football, right? Going back to the drawing board, we're 3 points behind Manchester City.
And last season,
and we're right up there. Even as we're struggling to create chances, even as we're changing, molding our defense and shape-shifting it a little bit, we still have one of the best defenses in the league.
And we've also scored 23 goals this season from 13 big chances. So you have a high conversion rate.
Listen,
despite the lack of big
there's
chances.
things to agree to. There's things that are good for us.
Zoom, you're talking about if something hasn't won you something, you change. I don't think last season you had a very good season.
No,
I think
nobody's saying no.
You had a winning formula.
That's what I sat through the whole of last season, throughout all our episodes, telling you guys. I think we had a great season, as you guys kept trying to throw the Carabao Cup in my face.
Listen to me.
What are you telling me that I already don't know?
You're not listening. Listen to understand.
Yeah, man. Don't listen to respond, man.
Listen to understand.
I'm saying, mansplaining all the time.
He was saying you don't need to change what happened last season. I feel like you need to play exact same way. Kierre, Liverpool, when Klopp was playing that same way of doing it, it was working until he won something. I don't think you changed because you won something. You changed because players are getting old.
Personnel,
you need to change personnel, right?
Personnel has grown. Yes. You need to accommodate.
Exactly. And your team, you only had one new player, Rice for Xhaka, and I think
Havertz.
But I don't think he would be a starter. I think
Trossard.
I think Xhaka. I'm saying Xhaka would easily replace by Rice, and you still have the exact 11, and then you can throw these other guys in between. But now the same core of the same way of how you used to play last season that got you second, right, for 247 nights. I think that was a winning. That was a successful way of playing.
At the same time, I don't think fundamentally he's changed too much. It's just the approach when they're attacking, because now they have Rice. What I read in some article is that they're moving the ball through the phases slower. Which is why they're not making the big chances. So by the time they get to the opponent's box, the guys have already set. And that's why you find teams...
That's a big change.
It's not a big change fundamentally.
It's not. That's the thing.
Fundamentally, it's not, because last season they were still controlling games. But this season, the only thing that's changed is the speed at which they are breaking on teams.
But the speed was part of them.
They're not breaking as fast as they're doing last season.
I think in addition to what he's saying, it's not a lack of something by design. It's a lack of something by availability. He brought in Rice to replace Xhaka, because Partey is still a world-class defensive midfielder, and Partey has something that no other central defensive midfielder except Rodri has: the ability to play in the pockets, right? Comfortably. If you look at even when Rice plays the 6th role, when he's selected to play the 6th role, right? His heat map isn't as hot right in the middle of the pitch, because he doesn't like to receive the ball with his back to goal. Like he doesn't check his 6 as well.
If he receives it's straight back to the defender.
Almost, yeah. And even when even his passes, even if he gets the ball and then dribbles into the position, his passes aren't as vertical as Partey's.
Yes.
So Partey's vertical passing is what allows us to break, and I think it has knock-on effects on guys like Odegaard, who aren't receiving the ball as much. Early enough or as much in the pockets.
Yes.
Which then affects how Saka attacks, how Martinelli attacks. So I think it's different due to a lack of availability, not by design. You understand?
So it's a Partey availability issue.
It's more
a Partey, and also people No. It's not just one issue. It's multifaceted. Like, I think we have to agree it's multifaceted, because there's also, you have to be able to criticize Odegaard and say you're not playing well. Like, you're not showing up. Even, bro, I used to see Andre Shavin not get the ball enough. So when he's not getting the ball enough, you'll see him, bro, right next to Galklishi. And then, man, trying to, bro, get me in the freaking game. Just get me in the game. Strikers and whatnot. That's what you need to do sometimes. Avail yourself to the point where you force your presence on the play.
Just touch the ball.
Touch the fucking ball, man. Play a wall pass. That's all I'm asking.
The interesting bit I heard about Arsenal, and it's a Craig Burley thing, just talked about it, Juicy. It was like, yes, on the aspect that Arsenal has improved their squad with their signings, but they've weakened their starting 11 with their signings.
I agree.
So it's more of like what you guys lacked last year was squad depth. In the end, that's what cost you in the league, because now
number 9, I think.
Yeah, you had to settle for the fact that you didn't have a number 9. You didn't have enough goals going towards the end of the season.
I think if Xhaka was playing right now,
and defensively with Saliba getting injured, so it was part of squad depth. So you guys
would still play the same.
You guys got the guys in. You got Saka. Saka should have been the guy you first of all should not have sold. That should not have happened. As in, considering how he played the whole of last season, not even towards the end or towards the start, the whole of last season, Saka was one of your standout players. And he helped Zinchenko a lot because he allowed Zinchenko to go do whatever he wanted
Martinelli.
to do. And Martinelli to do whatever he wanted to do.
If you were to turn back time, keep Xhaka, Havertz money, you get a number 9. That would work.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Get a proper number 9. One of those 4 guys we were talking about. Like an Osimhen.
Not even one of those 4. To be fair, not even one of those 4. To be fair, not even one of those 4.
Yeah,
if you guys even went and spent 30-40 million on a Watkins or something,
or Tony,
that's something way different to anything that you have going forward.
Or even that kid from the Dutch league.
But they know there are a number of Nigerians. Kuna wa Nigerian wameja huko Bundesliga wanafunga bao ka 2020.
Yeah, that's
there's Boniface. Boniface is the Leverkusen top scorer.
Yeah.
Then there's
Girassi.
Yeah.
Like, just get a player of that profile. I get it. No, of course I would. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, I'm not too bothered, because with all this collective and domino effect issue, we're still 3 points behind City. It's match day 11. Let's see how the season goes. That's why I'm saying, let's not say Havertz is a flop, because these men, for example, in comparison, United fans, a whole year they spent thinking Anthony's actually, you know what, there could be something there because he started so well. But now, a year and a half later, they come back to it and they're like, fuck, I hate this guy.
And how many years
some
has
people
Havertz
are saying,
been at the Premier League?
So hold on.
That's the sample size.
No, let me land.
We're not looking at the first 10 games of this season. We're looking at his career in the Premier League.
Let me land.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Let me land. I'll know after.
I do.
That's what we're talking about.
So you have such a player who has the the goodness of recency bias behind him, but then now United's they're understanding that he's a flop, and it took him that long. It took them that long to analyze and realize, because it does take time, right? But at least, even if Kai Havertz spends another year, then I'd be like, okay, that's a good sample size. He's been a shit player for us.
Okay, so you're not counting the Chelsea days?
No.
Why not?
Because he's under a new manager. He's under new surroundings. It's like.
So
have you ever been fired? Have you ever been fired?
It's the same league, man.
Have you ever been fired from a job?
No.
Really?
Nope.
I've been fired.
Okay, tell us.
So you'll find yourself leaving somewhere. The atmosphere wasn't great, or the environments weren't right. You weren't in the right role or whatever. And then you move on somewhere else, and you're like, okay, this is suitable. I'm actually getting the right things around me.
But
the right
he's
support.
not. That's the difference.
But that's what I'm saying. It takes time, because up until we have a collective, a good amount of our first team players fully fit, especially the main cogs,
okay,
then I can judge.
But if you do have your whole team fully fit, Havertz is a 20-minute a game player. So there's never going to be a point where you're going to be like, Havertz has finally proven that he's different. Because his role in your team should be a substitute. Should be a guy for the Carabao Cup. Should be a guy for the Champions League group stages once you've qualified for the round of 16.
I think in a way, what Arteta has tried to do.
Because in every position that he can play, there's better players in that position.
I think what Arteta has tried to do, especially like what that right back experiment was to try and get as many of his best players in a team.
It flopped.
No, it didn't.
It flopped.
We didn't lose one game with that system.
You played horribly though.
With
your performances were questionable.
With Partey at right back, those were bad games.
Performances were
I think they had a lot of control in games.
No, they won.
Exactly. He got all the control.
They were narrow in winning games, and you even ulikubali hapa hivi.
It was the start of the season. Kulikuwa na shida with how you guys were winning games.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're judging it over a sample of 5 games, even though they didn't fail once.
It's different to say
technically they didn't fail once.
Look at performances, my friend.
And it's different to say they narrowly won games. But they narrowly won games only because they're not creating big chances. They narrowly won games and were in control of those games.
Completely in control.
We're looking at something different here.
What are you guys looking at?
Havertz was still playing, and he was still shit.
Havertz has been shit.
That's the thing, though. Like even with that system of Partey right back,
I think it was a good system because they kept the ball so well.
They had horrible performances. They won games.
Even that's the thing. Like he implemented that system against. We played against Man City, right, with Declan Rice in the 8 role, right, because he gives us that in the Community Shield because he gives us that control over a game. Like he suffocates Rodri. And that game, for example, Man City created that one chance with Cole Palmer, right? And then as we started chasing, the
blackest play in Chelsea, man, Cole Palmer.
as we started chasing, that's when things opened up a little bit. But then the next game that we played, even without some of our main players like Partey against Man City, we also suffocated them. But it just feels like right now, okay, the situation is we're suffocating other people very, very well. Let's stop suffocating ourselves a little bit. That's the balance. And you see, when you say it failed, if we lost 2 games, drew 1 against teams that we shouldn't have dropped points, then I'd be like, yeah, actually that's a massive failure. It's not working. Shut up, let me land, okay, please, thank you. But if it's won 5 games in the Premier League, then it's working. It's just not working very well yet. That's the thing.
I agree. If it worked,
there's results performance. No, I think he was drawn out.
No, I think
it was forced on him.
Yeah, he got injured, and then there's that game you guys were going to Sevilla. Partey can't go to Spain, so he was left at home.
Anyway, I think we need to move on.
He can't go to Spain, bro.
I think we need to move on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
United that happened with you guys pre-season.
What do you mean?
CR7.
Yeah, you couldn't go to the States, man.
Mad. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let us know your comments in the section below. Sorry we extended there a bit on the Arsenal thing. But yeah, let's talk about United. How come you guys always say 6 points behind so-and-so, but never 6 points ahead?
See, we've had a slow start.
Last season as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we're only 6 points behind Man City. We're only 7 points behind someone.
We are exactly where we were last season, by the way. Point for point.
Behind.
No, exactly.
Behind. Exactly. Behind everyone else.
Nisawa.
Behind Liverpool. Behind City. Behind Arsenal. Behind Newcastle. Behind everywhere.
Let me land. Let me land.
Can I land? More behind.
We're in front of them last year, man. Good days.
Good days. They've been more behind than what's available at a Brazilian Carnival, bro.
That's crazy. That's a bang. That's a banger.
That's a banger.
That's a banger, man.
Let me land on my behind. Oh no.
Hey, don't forget to get up.
Shit. Unlike you, us as United fans, we care about where the season ends. So
we don't care. Okay.
You listen.
Sorry.
You were shouting about being fast up until the last 2 months. We start slow. We finish third. So it's we go this way while you go this way. So where you are last week and
but we never cross paths, huh?
We
never go like
so far. So yeah, we've had a slow start, but mathematically we are almost exactly the same where we are last season.
Hey, but mashallah, our goal difference, man, mashallah, bro.
We actually have a better goal difference than last season.
It's horrible, man.
No,
it's bleak, man.
Wait,
it's bulimic.
It's like I'm seeing the two personalities of a bipolar person. This guy's saying horrible at the same time. It's just the same as last year. Wait, is it such a sun and roses?
Wait, it was.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
To be fair, can you guys actually like? Fine, I tried watching your game because it was the early kickoff.
I almost fell asleep.
Bro, I did fall asleep, so that's the problem.
I chose an errand. My friend asked me, "Can you drop me?" So I was like, "Thank you."
I called my dad. I'm like, "Yo, dad." And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. We're back to the Vandal days. You going to sleep? Yeah, I'm going to sleep." Taking a nap.
No, like that was some of the worst football I've seen. Like it's just boring.
We're even playing worse than Fulham. We're playing worse than Fulham, and then. I was watching that game and I was just looking at Willian and I was like, bro, I'd really like Willian at that game.
Yo!
You know what I mean?
Yo!
That 2-4-year-old winger.
Someone who failed at Arsenal.
I was like, that guy cannot have the same passport as Anthony. He cannot.
No way. Anthony did a Ronaldinho in Uruguay.
Bro, I swear, man. Every time that guy receives the ball, he is tackled. I don't think a defender in the land looks at Anthony and says, "What not talking?"
Homie changed his hair.
I think they sleep so well the night before, you know.
To be more hidden.
By the way, you can't tell the difference now who it is. You're like, that could be Dalo. That could be Dalo. Dalo's really too
funny.
funny.
The way he reacts when someone tries to touch him, like, does that thing. That guy definitely is violent at home, man, for sure. Man.
It's like instinct. He didn't mean to hit the woman. He thought he was pushing it for a foul. Yo, let me ask you this. And this is a bit of a wide picture problem. You can break it down how you want. Would you say you have more problems this season, at this stage of the season, than you did at this stage of the season last season? Like more problems overall.
Yeah. We have more problems.
Off the pitch, on the pitch.
On the pitch, off the pitch.
Off the pitch in the same.
By the side of the pitch. Off the pitch. No, off the pitch.
Wait. By the side of the what?
Yeah.
In the technical area. You know, this guy has been leaving these little subconscious hints.
He's the dog out.
He's the dog out, I swear. Because he said this last week as well. Like, we were just talking about it regularly. Nobody asked, are you out or whatever. No. He just said, I think he's part of the sack race. By the like, I don't know how he survives January.
He low-key is. I had him going.
But let him land. Because this is expensive.
Yeah. Before you guys, I had him going this international break. But I had you guys losing to
just
Fulham.
Just like all the other fucking bets, they keep failing.
No, I had you guys losing to Fulham and losing the next one. And then he had to go. But just going to go to those sets.
Bro, this guy, I love how he does his math, man. Boy math.
Now, although my boy
Mwindi inatandika. Mwindi amenichapa. Mwindi inatandika. It's straight back and forth.
But my mom was working because I'd also nilikuwa na budget ya Copenhagen kesho.
No, this is not boy math. This is by the time.
Yeah.
By the time. I remember that shit by the time of that season, bro.
But by the time ilifika.
By the time ilifika you're slapped. In 4K,
bro. Sababu ni hakushinda.
Ni kweli.
By the time.
The true winners ni mimi na Naim.
Still twerking.
The true winners ni mimi na wewe.
Yeah.
We had a Carabao.
Anyway, carry on.
In Europe, man.
Carry on.
No, yeah, but like, I just think there's certain decisions that he's making that's gonna get him the sack. You know, he has to drop Bruno. Bruno's even that game against Fulham. I don't know why he's played so long. Anthony needs to stop starting Anthony. What else?
Bro, tell me about your centre backs, bro. As in,
centre backs
they're good.
Top,
as in, this particular partnership is dope because they haven't lost a game. They've kept bare clean sheets. But this
Johnny Evans and Maguire.
Yeah, nah, bro. As in, Skiza,
bro.
As in the partnership.
Top. That's exactly. It's giving me shades of
the partnership has been
Van Dijk and
the partnership has been top.
Partnership, bro.
Sijakata.
Are you guys trolling?
I'm being back.
Did you see Maguire's
that's such
vertical
a top partnership? But my question is,
did you see Maguire's vertical
Naim,
passing against
from Ghana?
Naim, my question is,
and his name is Partey and he can't go to Spain. That's what you think he is.
My question is,
technically it's kind of like Partey because he has vertical passing and he's blacklisted in the country.
Greece.
Yeah. So my question is, when it comes to that partnership, so at what extent imefika where Casemiro is on the bench, Varane is on the bench.
Injured, Danny.
No, Varane is actually just on the bench.
Varane's on the bench. I'm not even mad at that.
Varane has been benched for Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire.
I'm not bad at that.
So, and Lindelof also, I guess, is on the bench.
Injured. He was.
Yeah, he was on the bench. Those guys were on the. So he was playing as left back before when they actually had to. Yeah. So, as in, what do you guys actually think with that particular partnership? Yeah. Ndio niulize what's going on with your centre backs. That particular partnership can get you top 5. Or top 6, Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire in 2023.
I don't think it's a. Let me answer that. I don't think it's a center partnership near Fishapo. I think it's our midfield and our striking. I think we can have those two, but if midfield is working well, strikers are working well, I think we get there. I don't think there's a fundamental issue with those two being there, like costing us goals week in week out. Clearly not, right? So I don't see a problem in that, but I see a problem in our creativity. I see a problem with us transitioning,
going forward,
like holding the ball, making runs. That's the main problem.
And I think this centre back pairing, in all honesty, was not the one that he had planned to go with in the beginning of the season. And I think
it's definitely back up.
A month ago,
the way our defense is looking it's just patchwork right now.
No, but that's why I'm asking, because it's patchwork, but it's being patchwork because the actual starters are on the bench. It's not because the actual starters are injured.
No, but Varane has been injured on and off.
But I do think there are solutions to their problems, like January, like genuine solutions.
We are linked to centre backs in January, but
so
at
I
the
think
same
like
time,
you can bring
it gives him a good problem because if you have your backup centre backs playing well and then you have your starters coming back in, it's a good problem to have.
They started for Leicester in 2018.
So this solution,
people keep bringing that stat, but
dope.
it doesn't
prove I'm saying that's dope.
that these are bad players.
It doesn't prove. See, that's what I'm saying. That's dope. As
Johnny
in,
Evans, Johnny Evans, if Johnny Evans was in their team
well for Leicester.
You guys would have won more, man.
No, definitely. He's better than Rob Holding.
Johnny Evans was in their squad.
Wallah.
The fact is,
I'm serious.
I get where you think.
Johnny Evans.
I get where you think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not really trolling you in this particular aspect. I get why you think I'm trolling because it's Evans and it's Maguire. But it's more of like even when Maguire was bought, the guy who guys used to say was like the guy. Maguire was Evans.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it makes sense.
We just need to get.
I just think
right now
we have unlocked Maguire.
Mngepata Pirlo, unlock Pogba.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you got Pirlo, you'll have unlocked Pogba.
Now we need to find that hyena head. He's.
You need to get that.
Yes. Sorry. So I think the solution is very simple in January, right? Like you guys said you need midfielders and forwards, right? So like, and obviously the budget's an issue. I think you can go like to Ruud van Nistelrooy and tell him just pause your manager career. Anymore. We're bringing back the boys. Gary Neville's also going to come back. Roy Keane in midfield.
To do what?
To bolster up the squad, man.
That's a mid one.
That was so mid. That's disgusting.
Like I think first of all, think about it. They're free agents.
That's nasty, man. You're still going on.
You know what I mean? They're free agents. They're free agents, and they know more ball than the manager.
What about Van Persie?
Think about it. Van Persie, by the way, is a good shout. Right now, he's just doing punditry in like Dutch channels.
Van Persie's kid is on the come up though. He's gonna be a baller soon.
Yeah, I'm just saying what's economic.
I think
it's more economical. You know what I mean?
Van Clutch.
Without Saudis. Saddam. Without Saudis, I just think it's very economical. It's a good idea.
So thanks.
Paul Scholes, the third return. You know what I mean?
You don't get what he's saying, bro.
Rooney can delete his coaching badges. He's shit at it anyway. Go back to what you know best. You know what I mean?
These guys didn't get on that.
Yeah, they didn't get on that vibe, bro. He's telling me he's speaking some Dutch. He's asking me if I know what handbag means in Dutch, bro.
Handbag?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
This guy said
Van
that
Persie, bro.
Said Van Persie. Van Persie's kid is called Van Clutch because it's a smaller handbag.
Jesus Christ.
That's a surely.
It's mad. So like, who do you guys?
So you made that joke.
Combination.
Combination is like 3 months ago. Let's move something else.
Combination.
Anyway,
but guys, what's your minazauliza to your swali? Who's your preferred manager? Because Tenaga has to go whichever.
He's not going.
He'll go by January.
He's not going. He's the fastest manager to 50 wins.
Fastest Aji?
In our
less
history.
games.
Like between Mourinho, Van Gaal, everyone since
Pep.
Ferguson time.
No. In their
United. Yes, that's
also
because like Van Gaal only coached 50 games.
Also, let me give you the stat comparing other managers. Just give me a second.
No, there's no question that Tenagi has had a better start
Then
apart from the last 10 games.
Hey, he reminds me of his signing, Anthony. Shit, really good at first, but shit at the end.
He actually blinded everyone. Everyone knew this guy. Errors come to an end. Whatever. I was even scared.
Crazy, bro.
I was
worried. I was like, shit. And then you beat us the first game we played. I was like, nah.
I was worried. Very relaxed.
What
era? What are you talking about? Your era ended in 2001.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to come take over and then it's going to be Erik ten Hag. Arteta doesn't even get an era. One less man to worry about.
No, he already outqualified him. Has a trophy.
So number of wins. Number of wins.
Since he came.
Since
he came.
Oh yeah. Since Tenag.
Since the same new era, he's been the second best.
Let's hear this stat, man. Yeah, apparently it's useful.
From BBC, bro. Number of wins in the first 35 Premier League games in charge. So you have Emery with 22 wins. You have Guardiola with 20, and then you have Erik ten Hag with 20 as well, bro.
So he has
Klopp with 16.
He's under Emery.
Klopp with 16.
So there's really nothing
Same as
Pep is also under Emery.
Yeah,
Klopp is also under Emery.
There's really nothing. There's nothing to write home. Yeah, I didn't have written home. I didn't have written home. But about Pep, if
Klopp, your best manager ever, man.
If we talked about Klopp
is your best manager ever, bro.
Manager ever, though.
Who's your best manager?
Shankly, bro.
Phil Shankly, mate.
Phil Shankly, bro.
So I don't know about Liverpool.
Won every league in the 70s.
He has that quotes, no?
Yeah, Shankly has
What's the
that quote for the football is love, whatever, some shit like that.
Shankly he's the spirit. It's called the spirit of Liverpool.
Is that where the word shank came from? Like Shanky, bro.
Nah.
Well, to be fair, that's London and this is Liverpool.
I know, it's just crazy, bro.
How do you travel? That's
but trust, it's more. It's part of. You see those 22 wins, yeah. 20 wins in the first 35 games, yeah.
And then also he has 70 wins overall. So I don't know. It's a process, man. Trust the process.
70 wins and amekuja juzi.
I think what happened, right? I think what happened is he came to United, there was X amount of problems, right? And now as he stayed longer, those X problems became bigger. And now he's become shittier. Yeah. You get what I mean? Like,
no.
It was X,
come on, let's
2X,
quite realistic.
and then he got...
Martial, unaona alipata Martial huko.
Yeah.
He's trying to get rid of Martial. Ameshindwa kumwachilia. But he still has to play Martial. And Martial is not getting any better. So the football on the pitch is not going to get any better.
No, Martial just comes on for cardio.
That gives me hope.
Yeah, no, Martial is what like my face is as I'm doing the treadmill. If I ever have to do the treadmill, that's my face when I'm doing the treadmill. Like I'm never gonna smile.
You're not excited.
You're not gonna look left or right.
Excited to go do cardio.
Nobody's ever excited. Even when like I used to do it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, even as I used to do it.
I tried to throw one thing. Come on, shit.
Yeah. And then you know you have other players. I don't know, man. He's really struggling to get the best out of.
He's struggling to get
they let
rid
go
of
Ronaldo. They let go of Ronaldo. They let go of Weghorst, and now they have 2 goals scored in 11 Premier League games by their forwards, their whole forward line. 2 Premier League goals. Top scorer is still McTominay.
But if you see the number of big chances we create and the number of conversion rate, it just shows that in the box we're not making the right decisions and we're not clinical.
We've created more chances than Arsenal.
I think Nicholas Jackson gets way more hate than Højlund.
Nah, bro, Jackson's
Højlund is the top scorer in the Champions League. Okay?
No, Højlund doesn't get the chances to miss.
Exactly.
He doesn't.
He doesn't get the chances to miss.
You're saying you guys create the most chances.
I said we have more bigger chances created than you.
Oh, so they just never. So you create them.
They don't really fall to Højlund.
You create them for McTominay and Sofiane Amrabat.
It's Anthony and Rashford.
They have those guys coming into the box late. Those guys who miss chances, but it's not really
lit or late.
Late, not late. Fine, might be late.
Could be lit.
Could be lit.
Because that sounds more suitable to me.
No, but trust, it's more of like Højlund. As much as
we don't create chances for him.
Højlund doesn't get chances in games, which
he has to fight to. He has to struggle to get a chance.
So you guys just signed a younger Weghorst then?
No, we didn't, man.
Think about it. He's tall, blonde, and white.
No, that's racism right there, bro.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Oh no.
Reverse racist.
Oh no. Crimea River, bro. So and can't shoot.
What do you mean, man?
Top scorer of Champions League.
I'm serious.
Top scorer where
bro, you know who else is top scorer?
Mbappe
We just admitted he's not a very good striker. Who's also a top scorer? Gabriel Jesus.
And wameshikania
hapo wana compete neck and neck, bro. You can't
tell. One's 19.
He's
20. One's 19.
He's 20. He's
playing
20.
for a team in
He's
transition.
20. He's 20.
The other one is 28.
Why are you guys in transition, bro?
What do you mean? Second season, bro. What do you mean how we're not in transition?
Second season, bro. 400 million spent, bro. How, bro?
Still second season.
He's 47 years old, bro. That guy's almost a century. He's 10 years younger than 10 years older than Arteta. He's 10 years older than Arteta. You're talking to me about transition.
Trust the process, man. So, we're 6 points away from title contenders Arsenal, bro.
Now you guys
always away,
you guys
bro. Always away.
And we have bad luck.
You guys do have bad luck.
How many VR decisions have gone against us?
Not even VR. You guys
bought VR, bro.
We're the only ones who deserve a replay.
Nah.
You guys bought a left back. You bought 2 left. You had depth starting of the season. That was that was one position I looked at United. I was like, they have quality depth.
Then they both get injured.
Okay. Then Malacia is okay. Then regulars, all 3 are injured at a time. I'm like, yeah, this is bad luck.
Reminds me of that season, Arsenal lost all fullbacks, all 4 fullbacks.
Why do you have to make anything about you?
January passed.
Wait, we're talking about
we still finished in the top 4.
We finished the Arsenal stage. We finished the Arsenal
stage. We weren't 8th.
Relax. So he's talking about we have a left back who's injured. Oh, remember that day we finished?
3
Relax.
to be fair.
Now you guys do have some bad luck going on.
It's unfortunate, but we'll bounce back. It's only 6 points, and they'll have to come to Old Trafford.
Bro, the Old Trafford is the problem, man.
Scary proposition at all, bro.
It's away from home. We're better. It's Old Trafford.
That's why I came to Old Trafford. Should we be worried?
Come to Anfield and we have to go to Old Trafford.
No, they have no. You made the council. They have to come to
That's crazy.
They have to come to Anfield.
That game we have to riot. We have to organize our glazers.
I don't know hiyo glazers tunaingia kiwanja kama ile nyingine tunakata post. Finals.
By the glazers out ya kwanza ilikuwa United Liverpool.
Yeah.
Game haikuchezwa.
Multichapa lakini
5 tuliwarudi 5.
Yo.
Nakumbuka hiyo Mozala Ozaka
canceled the game and then they came back and still think you guys will beat the 5-0.
White, no, brownish, light brown.
Nakumbuka Wasala alifunga hat-trick.
Yeah, 5-0 light brown.
Ilikuwa season tuliwachapa 5-5. Jupia home tuliwachapa 5.
Ilikuwa 10. When Oli tried to press at Anfield with Juan Mata and I don't know who on the wings, man.
Mad. So yeah, United are ass. That was boring.
No, props. Onana has impressed me in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, he's improving.
He seems like he's getting a bit of confidence. But bro, I think
it helps with the defensive.
I'm sticking to the fact that he modern day keeper, this full modern day keeper, bro. First of all, you need to be a good keeper first. You need to be Alisson.
And I think
foundation na fake way.
But I think he's a good keeper. He's not like a bad keeper.
And this guy is watching in Italy. And last season, I think we can all say he was one of the best keepers.
He's the only place team.
But he was also one of the best keepers.
I
only watch Milan.
Saddam supports AC only.
Damn.
And AC is the only team with an injury prone keeper.
But you know, you didn't have to say that. Saddam, you didn't have to say that immediately after.
As in, mine, bro, he dives kidogo, eh.
He's gone. Yeah, he pulls his hamstring.
He's also like a ball playing. So
never seen a keeper pull a hamstring.
No,
I've never seen an injury prone keeper.
Yeah, that's a
and then he's black on top of that.
Black.
Bro, Petr played with a helmet, bro, for 10 years. He even did negotiations in them.
No,
he got my hamstring kidogo, like on FIFA.
You don't need
he went to sign his contract with the helmet just in case, bro. Like guys used to be, you know.
Checks feet ilikuwa yenye kusimama tu.
Diambo.
Nakupanda boda.
Ni Arteta ni Emery. Arteta and Emery came with ball playing. But he had check. Check akapasi.
It was Emery.
Yeah, check akapasi ball. Kai kick back. Kidogo ingie kwa post yake mwenyewe.
Bro, what do you mean, man? We did that with Raya, bro. Arteta's doing the same thing. We did that with Raya against Alvarez in the Man City game, bro. I'm struggling over here. Shit.
No, but check. He didn't
legend.
Check anaweza kumumia mguu but hata hajui.
Hezi jua.
You don't use it, how do you know?
At his numb from the waist down.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
What?
And he lost it.
You lose your legs.
He's right, bro. He lost it, bro. If you don't use it. If you don't use your feet to play football.
No, check was the reason you guys didn't win the league.
Yeah.
Check was the reason you guys didn't win the league, bro.
That's why Zoom lost his head.
He's a Chelsea legend, but it's the reason you guys didn't win the league when Leicester won the league. He had too many mistakes. He'd gotten too old. Chelsea when he set up was safe.
All right, wait. Bro, Liverpool, Luton. How the fuck did you guys go to Luton, man? Nah, we finished them.
I think we talk about Spurs Chelsea. That was a better game.
We talked about strikers, yeah.
That's a better game.
We got carried away, you're right.
It's a better game than Luton Liverpool.
No, I just want to talk about like
no one cares about
why
that.
was there 97 minutes added against Luton, bro?
Why? 97 minutes.
Yeah. Like in like
7 minutes extra time.
Yeah.
Yes, you just substitutions.
What zilipotea kwa neighborhoods?
Substitutions.
Neighbors' gardens. Luis Diaz had to go pick up the ball himself every time he missed. Or Darwin Núñez sent it. Remember like when when a striker misses and then you're the closest one to the ball because instead of targeting the goal, he shot it closer to the corner flag. You're the winger. You have to go get it. I wonder Luis Diaz struggled, bro. Mo Salah struggled. They were chasing balls.
Luton was just a funny game for us, man. It was
funny game, huh?
No, it was a funny game.
It was an easy game.
Should have been an easy game.
Saddam, can I tell you something so sad? We're losing at that stage. I'm telling you right now.
Don't
make it about you, bro. We're talking about why Mo Salah was tired.
Stop making it about you.
No, I'm just saying. I can still
you know they played Endo Ataro because they felt like he might think it's a 7-a-side game.
Nah, bro, it was that game
because the pitch is small.
As in even that in particular, that's one of the reasons. As in, I guess we lost that game. Even how we started the game, it wasn't as serious. It wasn't like it was.
Yeah, muliona mkama mlepia kucheza, you know, like pale Ngong
Road. Luton tupate points zetu 3 turudi. By the time we actually started being serious, things were thick. Because at that point, as we're trying to attack, now we've realized it's a bit too late. Tumeanza kuattack sana. Now we're being countered every
the last 6 games, you've only won 3.
Sasa shida ni hatuja lose, tumelose Spurs.
But I think Luton is a weird one.
We only lost one game this season, which was Spurs. And it took us to get to 9 men. It took us to get a goal disallowed.
And
Brighton, robbery, eh?
And then Brighton, you drew the following
game. Yeah, Brighton could draw.
And then you've drawn against Luton.
We drew to Brighton away. That's very few teams will actually go.
Yeah, Eric actually said that was an improvement on last season. So that means that's a sign of you guys improving as a club.
Even the season before, when we actually competed for the league, when we lost the league by 2 points, we lost at Brighton. So this is one of them ones like. I consider the Brighton on an improvement.
No, but Kere, in general, Eric will go up heavy. And no, don't compare to last season, because I feel like last season you're really bad.
Yeah.
Where you want Liverpool to be and how you're playing the season.
Yeah.
I think there is a gap.
There's a gap, but the improvement. This is the thing. Liverpool. I don't know if you guys see it, but this is how, as a Liverpool fan, I know where all my goals come from. Yeah, 5 players. I don't go into a game waiting for McAllister to score, Soboslai to score, any of those guys to score. Like the way you guys mkona teams unafunga kila msi. Liverpool is fully reliant. Even when Klopp was on his peak days, it used to be our front 3.
Front 3, yeah.
Now it's front 5. Au ndio wanatufungia bao zote.
Yes.
So if we're looking at where we want to be in terms of, let's say it's a front 3, tuko sawa kwenda mbele. Midfield may improve significantly. But
not
significantly, bro. So whatever Soboslai and McAllister are doing, the problem inatokea hapo kwa CDM.
That is not. That is a third of the midfield, bro.
Sinasema si kitu ndogo. Yeah, but bro, if all 3 were bad,
no.
Last season all 3 were bad. All 3 midfielders were horrible.
Yes.
So you're playing Keita, you're playing Henderson, you're playing Fabinho. All 3 were bad last year.
Yes.
So now 2 are okay. 2 are not okay.
That's
2
why
are
I
amazing.
said.
Yeah.
That's why I said let's not compare last season. Let's compare to the season where you're trying to compete with City, you're trying to compete with Arsenal and Man United.
The 4 game standards. Like these are the 4 game standards.
If I go back to the standards,
against big teams, you struggle with that DM issue. I think against
I don't see how you dominate Arsenal with your midfield.
But nini happen? No, this is the thing.
Way to trigger him, bro.
This is the thing. As in, I'm not really coming to dominate Arsenal. You guys can have the ball.
Triggered.
That's not what we do. You guys can have the ball.
Fair. But you had solidity.
We play a different way. Like
easy. Over the last few years, bro, you guys have been spanking us. Not on counterattacks. I know when a team wins a game on counterattack. That's like, remember when these men got really excited about RB Leipzig?
Not generally
with OGS.
This is the thing. It's not generally counterattacks. It's transition football. It's just not counterattacking football. We're not sitting back and waiting for that. It's transition football where even if we win the ball at midfield, we can be able to break quick because of that fast pass, that second pass. You're able to just get your front 3 one-on-ones, get runners in behind. We're able to do that with the guys we have right now. Issue yenye iko ni hapo tu kwa DM. Unasema it's an issue that's solvable going into the middle of the season. In January, if we go buy someone, and it all just depends with how we maintain our start. We maintain it till that time. Tukiwa bado tuna compete for the league, bado tuko competitions mingi. Imefika January, all we need is a CDM to actually go and now go for the league completely. As we're in a good position.
Look at it this way.
Of course you are.
Your midfield,
league table wise, even statistically.
Your midfield, I think we have 2 world class players.
Yeah.
McAllister and Soboslai.
Yeah.
So the rest are just patchworks.
Yeah, hatuna kitu kingine.
If one of people wanapata injury hapa.
Maybe Gravenberch akiimprove, akiendelea.
He's still
he's still raw.
Yeah. If one of these 2 get injured, I would say you're back to last season.
If Soboslai gets injured, we're done.
You're back to last season.
Sasa hiyo ndio uzuri. Unaona mimi sasa hiyo ndio nasema tu hizo ndio vitu mtu lazima tu maintain hivyo ushikilie. Soboslai is fitness personified. He played the most minutes for Leipzig last season. He played the most minutes for Salzburg last season.
Tupate stats ya Partey before came to Arsenal.
Hapana, si hizo za Partey.
Partey missed 1 game, mama. How many games
Kwanza your medical staff is
African.
Infamous.
Partey is African. Hapo ndio kitu ya kwanza
inaanza. Ndio racism ondo. Agenda. Okay, fair.
All right, Uncle Ruckus. I see you shining, bro.
Okay, bro, sawa.
Come for your fellow African,
this one is black.
He got injured for 1 game because he was in his prime.
Shit.
Amemnunua akiwa past it.
Yeah, but I still see vulnerability. Like if you have that one injury tukiongelea sahi, you see if you want like to compete with City, like you cannot say I'm 1 injury from being a mediocre club.
Bro, it's not really just us. Ukiangalia
we competed with City and we were 1 injury from home.
Yeah, unaona bro, it's every team.
Even City
are 1 injury right now with the current team they have. City, one of the see at one. Right now, see Haaland is injured.
I really want to back you on this, but I can't, bro.
Right now Haaland is injured.
Yes.
if Haaland is injured for this Chelsea game, City might lose that game. No. And it's
my days.
Just listen to this aspect.
No, okay. Do we allow him to say?
Just let him finish.
Venye City wamekuwa kicheza for the last year plus. The whole reason why these wingers are able right now to be able to isolate themselves venye wanaji-isolate Doku anaweza fanya wanu zake is because the center backs right now are being forced to stay with the target man, which wasn't the case when you actually had to go follow Jesus, you actually had to go follow Foden, you actually had to go do those funny things uko ndani.
I think you can do both.
Julian Alvarez. Wait. This is Julian Alvarez.
They're not mutually exclusive. So those
Alvarez,
we are entering the Julian Alvarez.
Bernardo Silva can play false 9 and they will still beat anyone.
So
not anyone.
That's the thing, as in
Pep,
not Arsenal.
I'd
love to see
Pep has specialized in winning games without a striker.
When he started off before the previous topic, when we talk about Pep, it changes his systems. Pep had to change his system kabisa to accommodate Haaland, because now you're playing with a 9. Haaland last season missed like 2 games, 3 games. For the first time in his career, Haaland usually misses at least half a season. Last season he played literally every game. Hawajajua kucheza bila Haaland. This particular bunch of
wamesahau.
It's the same players.
Wamesahau.
No. How many are new players? Doku, Alvarez. Alvarez even he came with Haaland, so he knows.
Alvarez came last season.
So
he's never played without Haaland.
Exactly. So who are the new players?
That's the guys, the Dokus, who's never played without Haaland.
You say Dokus. It's only one Doku. It's only one.
Doku, there's a Gvardiol.
You make it sound like it's a lot of guys.
There's a Gvardiol. This is a team.
That's a Gvardiol defender. What's the relationship?
See, starting 11 yenye.
He's a left back though. He's a better left back than Luke Shaw.
No, so Haaland akipotea Gvardiol will play differently.
No.
As a
what's
left
the correlation?
Unajua as a
left.
Listen to him,
bro.
No. He affects the build up though. So if he knows if he zips a pass into Ricky Alvarez, sorry, I don't know why I always do
Ricky
this.
Alvarez, that's a
Julian Alvarez, right?
A boxing guy.
Yeah, like Julian Alvarez, right? If he has to zip a pass into him, he knows he can't also just put it in the air for him. Like it limits them a little bit, but yeah, I think you're getting carried away with the limitation. Like it's not even of going
forward.
I
wasn't even going for Haaland only.
Yeah, but even if you go back, Akanji got injured. I didn't even feel it.
Rodri
is just too world class.
He's up there, bro. Yeah, it's like telling me Harry Kane is injured. Who are you going to replace Harry Kane with?
It's on the aspect of, now you see when you say a team is an injury away from having to change how they play. A City fan, maybe see Luton onangi ball. A City fan,
damn.
Mwenye anonanga games will tell you that once Rodri leaves, the team the team capitulates right now. They don't know how. Once Phillips goes in there, hakuna balance yoyote.
But you see, I think it was a double pivot issue.
Yeah.
Because John Stones and Rodri were unavailable for a period of time. Injury, red card. Not just that game, even the games before that. And John Stones is now, whether we like it or not, a CDM. And John Stones moves to Liverpool. He's playing so well, he makes you guys title contenders.
At CDM.
Not
even at centre back.
You know I can't play CDM in our system. As we play centre backs, bro. You'll need him to literally play CDM.
That's exactly what I mean.
Centre back CDM.
He doesn't play centre back.
It's a hybrid system.
He starts off in like a right back position, but then he holds, bro.
It's a hybrid system.
Rodri even moves forward.
Bro, it's literally.
Have you seen how much Rodri is advancing?
It's hybrid. It's on the aspect of when I say what Saka used to do for you guys is exactly what Stones does for this guy. He's playing a different position. He's playing a centre back, but he's just
bottom line is you're one injury away from having a completely different team. Man City, you can maybe say 2-3 players. We're stretching.
Weirdly enough, it's one
top of the table without KDB.
It's one midfield injury.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's that injury, bro.
Yeah, it's one midfield injury. If any of our centre backs get injured, if any of our full backs get injured,
and that's every team.
We've missed Trent for a month.
And you've been complaining about Joe Gomez.
Bro, the 1 month we missed Trent, I didn't complain at all because first, the weird thing was... the weird thing was, we were so solid defensively, but it was not the aspect of...
You give me a Wolves, my God.
Offensively tulikuwa na shida.
You give me a Wolves or complain?
Gani?
Give me a Wolves.
Complain game moja nakwambia Gomez akicheza.
Okay, so you just said I didn't complain one game
Gomez
and now you say okay, at
Gomez
least just
akicheza right back tulikuwa tu sawa. Shida ilikuwa offensively. We were a bit limited.
See, I remember that
when
that game.
When we go in frontwards, we were a bit limited. He got rinsed once. Bro, you guys everyone gets rinsed, bro.
Oh, that game was horrible.
Yeah, everyone gets rinsed. Even the best guys in the world.
Not
get
really.
rinsed.
Saliba got dribbled for the first time this season against Newcastle by Almiron.
Sasa alafu Van Dijk did it for all season. It's nothing impressive.
Saying, not everyone gets rinsed. Not everyone gets rinsed.
But I mean, siwezi kusema start care because
yeah, that's normal shit.
It's normal. So when you do this stuff,
it's normal shit.
We move.
So bottom line is Muko, but you're not exactly where you want to be.
Kwenye tuko Thiago ametuletea shigo.
Top 4 no goal.
Thiago ametuletea shida mob.
Na ni mpaka January nasikia.
Ametuletea shida mob. Nah, top 4 is not the goal. That's we're going for the league. We're going for all 4 trophies. That's why we're playing.
So umesema tu sasa you're not where you want to.
We're not where we want to be right
when
now.
When you say all 4 trophies, specify because I don't think we compete for the same things.
Bro, we do.
How do you say quadruple?
What do you mean?
We do.
What do you mean we do?
We might do.
We are in Champions League or Europa, bro.
Ni kama ujui kwenye mnaelekea. Kwani bro.
All right, prophets over, man. We get it, bro. We get it. But at the same time, what I'm saying is Skiza, when you say that, just specify it. I think we can even the Europa League. That's because what you guys are competing for. Just like this season,
zoom,
like Thursday, you know.
A bit of respect when you talk about Europe, bro.
Here we go.
You are a local club side compared to us when it comes to Europe.
Yeah, like a Luton.
When Luton ikikuja kwa wakubwa. Hapa tukianza kuongea what we play for.
Agree.
What we play for. What we play for is 6 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
how wanatafuta the second final.
Wanatafuta finali tu.
Damn.
City iliwapata.
It is what it is.
City came up in 2011.
Just specify.
No,
that's all I'm asking.
Chelsea iliwapata ikashinda 2.
Chelsea imewapata ikashinda 2.
Man City
City ikapata ikafika final 2 na imeshinda 1. Klopp akakuja akachukua ingine na Liverpool.
My God.
Finali 3. Hi, talking to you about Europe.
Yeah, exactly. So specify because I'm in a different kind of Europe right now. I don't know if we're in the same.
No.
Do you get me now? Like we don't take the same flights. That's what I'm saying,
whatever
bro.
side of Europe
we go closer to London, you know, not the Eastern European games where there's people wrestling bears and shit.
Semangaje, whatever side of Europe you are, you've never pulled, you've never succeeded.
But Kere has points. So you come in.
He does. No shit. Yeah, I mean he's really good at history. History FC.
He's really good at history.
Yeah, man.
Also, really good at history, bro.
Also predicting.
Predicting
2019 was so
predicting.
far back.
Yeah, definitely.
No, but it
predictions. So who are you playing? Us or Man United in the group in the knockout stages of 64, 32? What is it? I forgot. Because I'm not good at history.
Nyinyi mnazaangukia hapa si nyinyi mmekuwa for the last 7 years.
Round of 82. That's where, by the way, Ten Hag got all his wins.
Guys,
in that round of 82, bro.
Guys, 1 to TV.
Anyway, bro, I think we've run out of time.
Kuna fans wa 1 to TV wako hapo. Wanafurahi tu sana ukisikia ukiongea Europe. 1 to TV has been around for 3-4 years. It's the first time ever you've talked about the Champions League. First time ever.
Facts.
Alafu unaniongelesha juu ya history.
I'm just saying specify because I don't know which one you're talking about.
No, he doesn't specify. Tunajuana, we understand each other as Champions League winners.
I don't know, man. Europa League.
Anyway, I'm going for all 4 plus the Carabao. Me this year naenda Carabao.
That's 5 though.
See, we're going for 3.
Nah, Carabao is part of 4. Europa,
but you
Carabao.
said 4 plus 5. So
bro,
boy math.
Winning.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We gotta go pray and end the show.
But winning Carabao is not cool this year.
Hey, Misha.